Hi there, Taurus. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 13th of January. The desire to have some kind of change or stimulation or added variety in your situation is unlikely to alter this week, but the focus upon where you may want to see this occurring can, and it may see you doing something a little bit different around your love life, especially if you're footloose and fancy free, with your ruler Venus in a square with Mars all of this week, and then going into opposition with Jupiter at the very end of the week. You may find yourself connecting to someone who lives far away or who's a bit different culturally or in their background to you. And this can be very enticing, but it may not all be plain sailing, because there may be something around the practical elements of this situation which make it a little bit difficult to come together. For example, perhaps you live a long way away from one another, or there are family or work-based situations which make it more difficult to get together. In an existing relationship, who does their share of the domestic load can also come under the astral spotlight. But with Mercury having moved at the end of the week, last week, and has now moved to the very top of your horoscope, I do think you are going to have some conversations or thoughts about your career or that role in life again. For some Taurans, this could mean some kind of training course or thinking about learning new skills. We live in a world which is changing at the speed of light, so technology does seem to be influencing all of our situations more and more. And if you feel that there is something you can learn here, you may decide to do something for yourself, but it could come through a professional situation. And if something does come up linked to a past skill or experience, particularly for midweek, be open to it. There may be something that, if it was recast in a modern context, can still work out fabulously well for you. And being prepared to be open to new ideas and fresh approaches can really hold you in great stead in the second half of this week. Now, there is a full moon which occurs on Thursday, suggesting, as ever, on this particular one, that along the axes of the 3rd and the 9th solar houses, that choosing your words carefully is going to be important. Now, you have a reputation of being blunt occasionally, and sometimes that can be a really good thing because you get to the heart of a matter. But with Venus tracking backwards in your sector of values, I do think it's important not to get on your high horse, to make sure that what you're saying is fair and that you're continuing to be able to listen to what other people have to say to you too. With Mars in that part of your horoscope that's also urging you to be more conscientious about what you eat and drink, this early part of the year may also see you making some lifestyle changes and cleaning up your act, being a bit more virtuous about the things that you put in your body. And as ever, the less sugar, certainly refined sugar or processed foods, the better that can be for you. At the very end of this week, the Sun is going to be preparing to say goodbye to Capricorn and move into Aquarius, and I'll tell you more about that next week. But I do feel generally how you fit into the world at large is going to become much more of a theme in the next few weeks following this one. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.